So 16 days before I come to the US, a semi truck hits me and breaks both of my legs. And that was during work. It was a morning delivery that I was doing.
A semi?
A semi truck just drove over my legs and broke both of them. I still remember the driver came down and looked at me and in Greek told me, "It's like, well, are you okay?" I'm like, "No, you got to move your truck so I can pull my legs." So he reversed and sure enough, I lifted up my left leg with, I lifted up the pants and it fell to the left.
Oh,
It was just hanging by skin.
yeah. So here you are. You've escaped Iraq. Went to refugee camps. Finally get reconnected, and now you're thinking you're fixing to come to America, and you get hit by a semi to break both legs.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! All right. So then you're on a plane right here in this picture. So was this on the flight to where were you heading on this flight?
So I mean that threw everything off. Freaked out my parents, my family. My mom was really, really scared. I thought they were gonna cut off my legs. Honestly, when I saw my left leg hanging by just by the skin. But thank God it wasn't. Not the nerves weren't damaged. When I first got to the hospital, that's the first thing I asked the doctor. I'm like, "Are you gonna cut them off?" He said, "Just move your toes." I moved, and he's like, "You're good. They're just bones. It's like you're young. You'll recover." And I asked him, "Will I be able to walk again?" He's like, "Yeah, you'll be back to normal." So it was 16 days. Now we're back and forth with the American Embassy and the organization that did our paperwork, because they took responsibility for all the hospital bills, our flight, and even they organized a place for us here when we landed here.
Oh, that is phenomenal. So without that help, it would have been very, very tough to.
I have no idea how it would have been, Chris. And not because we're Christians, honestly. They help anyone. I mean, they didn't even ask what your faith is. You need help, we'll help you. So I'll never forget, what they've done with us.
That's pretty much the Christian faith. They love unconditionally, right? They don't have to choose who they love on. They love all people. So
with nothing in return, Chris.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you finally get into the United States. You're here. Tell us about now your faith journey and how that led to your business and everything that kind of happened after that.
So we got here, it was November 3rd, I remember, and we rented an apartment on the 1st. I remember with my sister going back and forth with the landlord, we told him that we're arriving on the 3rd, and he was like, "No, it's got to be the 1st. So we started paying rent 3 days before we landed here. It was a nice, small apartment. So I landed here with 2 broken legs, and in New York we landed first, and then we took a connection flight from New York to Chicago. And there I was sitting by the window all day for about 5 or 6 months, wasn't able to move until I started walking with crutches. And of course went to hospitals back and forth until they had to do a few plastic surgeries because all the skin and everything I lost.
Wow. So how did you end up getting, did all the family come as well now to America at the same time?
Yeah, at this point we were all here except one brother that stayed behind.
Gotcha.
Right.
And how did you pick Chicago to be like where you're going to anchor and be the city?
They were all the same to us, Chris.
It's just a big place, right? You just wanted here, right?
Well, actually, at the time, my sister was here because when she came here, she had her husband had a relative in here in Chicago. So it was like, Chicago, okay, that's great. Sounds good.